Lesson 7 homework, Module 4, Question 2, solve using tape diagrams. Okay, word problem. Read, draw, and write. A. Skating rink sold 66 tickets. Of these, 2/3 were children's tickets, and the rest were adult tickets. How many adult tickets were sold? So we have a skating rink that's selling 66 tickets. Of those, 2/3, so I'm going to break my whole into 3 parts. Of those, 2/3 were children's. 2/3 were children's. Label. Very important to label. Less mistakes are made with good labeling. And the rest were adults. How many adult tickets were sold? Okay, well, 66 broken into 3 parts. If I need a standard algorithm, is 66 divided by 3. Which is 22. Each third is 22. I can clearly see that the number of children's tickets were 44. That's 2/3 of the total. And the adults is 22. How many adult tickets were sold? 22 adult tickets were sold. Part B. A straight angle is split into 2 smaller angles as shown. The smaller angle's measure is 1/6 that of the straight angle. What is the value of measure of angle A? Okay, so I need to know a few things. A straight angle, I know a circle is 360. A straight angle is 180. It's half of a circle. Okay, it's half of a circle. So knowing that, I could see that A plus B is going to give me, or we'll call this angle B, the smaller angle. It's going to give me 180. A is bigger. We'll call that smaller angle B. But the two of them together should be 180. Now, how do I find out? Well, what the smaller angle is what we have some information for right now. The smaller angle is 1/6 of a straight angle. So I'm going to break this into 6 parts. A straight angle is 180. 180 broken up into 6 parts is 180 divided by 6, which is 30. If you need a standard algorithm, do a standard algorithm there. If the smaller angle is 1/6 of that, 1/6 is 30. So angle B is 30. What's angle A? Now I just have to take the whole 180, subtract 30, and that will give me 150 degrees for angle A. 150 plus 30 is my 180 for the straight angle. The value of angle A is 150 degrees. Okay. C. Annabelle and Eric made 17 ounces of pizza dough. They used 5/8 of the dough to make a pizza and used the rest to make calzones. What is the difference between the amount of dough they used to make pizza and the amount of dough they used to make calzones? Labeling here is going to be super important. I'm going to break my whole of 17 ounces of dough, 17 ounces of dough, into 8 parts. Five-eighths of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/8 of those are going to be used to make a pizza. And the rest to make calzones. The better I label, the clearer this is going to become. So each part is going to be 17 ounces divided by 8 units. 17 divided by 8, most of us need to do a standard algorithm, will be 2 1/8. 2 1/8. 2 1/8. All parts are 2 1/8. Now, what is the difference between the amount of dough they used to make pizza and the amount of dough they used to make calzones? Well, they used this to make the calzones. They used this and this to make the pizza. So if I cancel this and this, that will give me the difference. I have 2, 4, and 2/8 as my difference. 4 and 2/8 is equivalent to 4 1/4 ounces is the difference. We could have also added the amount of pizza, the total amount of pizza, and subtracted the amount of calzones to find the difference as well. That would have worked. It would have been a little bit longer. Last question for the day. New York Rangers hockey team won 3/4 of their games last season. Obviously, that's not 2014. If they lost 21 games, how many games did they play in an entire season? Okay, so here's my take. I'm going to break it into 4 pieces. I don't know how many games they played in an entire season yet. That's what I'm looking for. But I do know that they won 3/4 of their games, which means they would have lost. We're assuming that there's no ties. The other 4. If they lost 21 games, then I can fill in the rest of my numbers. 3/4 of the games were won, which means 1/4 would be the games they lost. 4 times 21 is 84 games total. The Rangers played